Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Game Shame. Today I'm going to cover the 10 unintentionally hilarious things about Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Let's get into the video. Number 10, Woods. Woods is a fan favorite character from the Black Ops games and has shown up just as much as Hudson and Mason. Admittedly, he has been largely turned into a wisecracking big mouth in this title. He is easily the funniest character in the story, but he has a bad habit of making us laugh even when he's not trying to make a joke. His overly gruff voice would not do well if he ever had to deliver bad news.
And there you go, guys. The soldier, Frank Woods. I think he's got a different outfit from what I've seen on the...
Number 9, overdramatic depiction of the Soviet Union. Black Ops Cold War was made in the United States, and even the heroes are a part of the United States government. Even with this in mind, the Soviet Union is depicted as an overdramatic boogeyman. The nation very certainly was responsible for some heinous acts like genocide and mass deportations, but these were decades prior to the events of the game, and the regime was under different leadership back then. Black Ops Cold War still acts like Stalin was still leading the Soviet Union in the 80s. Number 8, the canon ending. The ending is one of the two missions depending on a binary choice. The canon ending is funny because it feels like it comes from a different game. All of a sudden, players are put into a large battlefield with bombs erupting all around them. Additionally, the mission is prefaced by a cutscene where Adler and Reagan reinforce how you are fighting for the fate of the free world. Even if one agrees with the two, they have to admit it's a little much. Number 7, the fashion. Black Ops Cold War takes place mostly in the early 1980s, and the game takes every moment to remind the player of this. Several licensed songs from around the time show up, but the fashion in particular screams a decade. It's funny to think about some of these villains so concerned with fashion. Even terrorists worry about their looks, we suppose. Fortunately for them, the retro look is always in style.
My fellow Americans, a nuclear conflict could well be mankind's last. We want to make this a more peaceful world.
Number 6, Mikhail Gorbachev. Mikhail Gorbachev was the last leader of the Soviet Union, serving from 1985 until its dissolution in 1991. Black Ops Cold War has a historical figure in a small cameo before his rise to the highest power in the land. Though obviously voiced by David Argonov and not the man himself, it's amusing to see him dignitized in the game, especially since it is such a surprise. One wonders how Gorbachev would feel about this if he found out.
Deep in a home violated from the inside. Trust and love within a family is sacred.
Apparently. No.
Number 5, the bad ending. The second ending is obviously not canon, but it is oddly more satisfying and feels more complete than going down the righteous path. In addition to all this, it is hilarious in its own way. Move on to avoid spoilers if you have not yet experienced it yourself. With the warning out of the way, the ending has Bell, the protagonist, killing Adler and the rest of the team before destroying Europe. Adler won't be training any cadets at the School of the Americas anytime soon. Number 4, the use of licensed music. The first Black Ops game does the same thing during its Vietnam missions. Since Vietnam movies became a thing, the stories have been using licensed music to set a mood to the point of it becoming a cliche. So when players are transported back to Vietnam to the tune of Steppenwolf's Magic Carpet Ride, we could not help but chuckle. We're still grateful to hear some classic tunes while playing Call of Duty, however. Number 3, the bug decryption codes. The 2 bonus missions have puzzles you must solve in order to properly complete. Operation Chaos has a code to decrypt. The evidence collected in missions helps learn the proper input to crack the floppy disk. Unfortunately, people have had a lot of trouble properly cracking the code. Each copy has different evidence and a different code, but the evidence does not always lead to the right code. Making people try all manner of combinations before finding the right one, it's as frustrating as it is funny. Number 2, Ronald Reagan. In addition to Mikhail Gorbachev, Ronald Reagan also shows up in a scene, and every moment of it is hilarious. He is only in one cinematic near the beginning of the campaign, but just seeing him so realistically recreated in video game form is both creepy and amusing. Depending on your political leanings, the cameo appearance may be equally infuriating, considering the many controversial policies and scandals of his administration. Number 1, the character's macho attitudes. The whole atmosphere of the game is caked with unintentionally hilarity thanks to the personalities populating the story. These are soldiers after all, and the macho attitudes either grow tiring or become funny. We'd like to think real soldiers are more nuanced and come from all walks of life instead of pumped full of machismo. At the same time, maybe killing people takes a certain personality. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.